Self-portrait, time flies. Frida went ahead and did herself again, and she drew the little clock and the airplane, as you can see behind her, I guess to make the title, Time Flies. These are one of the portraits that Frida went ahead and took to Diego to see. She asked Diego Rivera to give her his honest opinion about her paintings to see if she could really be an artist, because it was something that she wanted to pursue. Diego Rivera and Frida had a very intense marriage. Everybody knows about the fights that they had. They both had love interest. On Frida's side, it was both men and women that she had affairs with. They had a very short marriage, and they had an even shorter divorce. They went ahead and married and divorced and married again. Well, Frida and Diego were married. They went and they followed, Frida followed Diego to where his commissions were. Not all his commissions for paintings were in Mexico. They were usually other parts of the country, other parts of the world. And here in this portrait, Frida drew, well, she painted. This is the Henry Ford Hospital 1932 by Frida. I guess most people look at this painting and they think that it's gruesome. But in doing my research on Frida, I found out that she painted this portrait after she had her second miscarriage. The second miscarriage she had was because the baby wasn't positioned correctly, and she had to go ahead, and she spent some time at the hospital recovering after this, and Frida really longed for children. Again, this is here about Diego and Frida's affairs that they had. Like I said, they went ahead and they divorced in November 1939 and remarried again in December of 1940. What a lot of people don't know about Frida is that she was an art teacher. She went to La Esmeralda to go ahead and teach there. But she didn't teach for very long. She was very sick at the time because of all her injuries. She spent a lot of time in her body cast, and they had to put braces on her back. And so she asked her students if she could go ahead and teach them from her home, La Casa Azul. And here is a portrait of well, this is actually a picture that was taken of Frida and three of her students. The students that Frida taught that followed her to her house were actually 4 students. One was a female, Fanny Rebel, and the other students are Guillermo Monroy, Arturo Garcia, and Arturo Hernandez. These students of hers all became famous artists. In looking at their portraits, you can see a lot of influence that Frida had on them. They all had political opinions, as Frida and Diego did. And, they all had a little bit of the color that Frida liked to express in her paintings. And of course, as after Frida passed away, she did leave a legacy. Of course, there was the big 1970s feminist movement. A lot of people ended up choosing Frida as one of the largest feminists. And then there was an autobiography done by her. And of course, everybody remembers Frida, the movie done with Salma Hayek. And that's Frida Kahlo, 1907, 1954.
Let's give her a rating.
Nice, very nice, very nice.
Woohoo! Sorry, my bad. Good
Right.
job, Mom.